hosting for the Metal Gods Meltdown, and today I'm joined by.
I'm Robert Majd from Captain Blackbeard.
It's great to be chatting to you today. Chasing Danger's
Thank you.
awesome. You guys have been through a hell of a lot of ups and downs of the band with a new singer, Fredrik. Fredrik is
Yeah.
it's a new chapter for your history. Are you glad you continued? Because it's like I read that you were thinking of like quitting and stopping it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's always tough going through lineup changes, and we thought we were on a roll with our previous singer, and so first he quit, and then my songwriting partner Christian quit, and it got to a point where I didn't really see why why I would go try to find new members and keep at it. But uh, shortly before Chris quit, we actually found Fredrik, and I was just too curious to hear an album with his vocals because I immediately heard the talent, and I just wanted to hear that ability on my songs. So purely selfish reasons.
So it gets released on the 4th of April. Are you like getting really excited or impatient now?
Yeah, both excited and impatient. You know, you work on it so long, and usually longer than you hope, because you things just take longer than you think they should. And when it's finally being released, that's sort of the payoff to see the reviews and get appreciation from fans and whatnot. You know?
So you spent 2024 without touring or any
Yeah.
shows. How important was it then for you to take time to get the right mix and ingredients for Chasing the Danger?
I think it was very important because that was sort of the reason to keep doing this was to do it like even better than before. I didn't think there was any real point to, getting a bunch of new guys and doing equally good music. We might as well change the name and do something else or whatever. But as I said, hearing Fredrik, both all of us in the band saw a chance to do something even better, and that's not knocking our previous singer. It's just that
Mhm.
you know he was great, and so we didn't want to skimp on any of the details in recording,
Yeah.
because the new album has 10 songs, and we recorded 12 original songs and one cover, just to have the ability to say, this song it might be good, but it's not good enough for this album. We really wanted to make sure that these 10 tracks is the best we can do at this moment.
Can you tell us then about plans for tour and festival? I mean, are you booked in the Sweden Rock or anything like that for this summer?
Uh, no, no, because the album came sort of
Too late.
bad timing for this summer because it's released in April. So if it makes a splash, it's probably gonna be shown up next summer. But we've been having some words with Sweden Rock Festival, so I think it's getting pretty fully booked for this year. But I have my hopes up for next year,
Okay.
and we are looking at the possibility of going on a tour after the summer, either a small headline tour or a support act tour. But the only thing that's officially booked is we have a release party in Stockholm together with Donna Kanon, and we're doing a show the day before also in southern Sweden.
They're amazing, aren't they? I've forgotten about them actually. Yeah, they're really cool.
Yeah, they're cool, and they most of those guys are almost neighbors to me. I mean, they live fairly close,
Yeah.
and they haven't played live in a while, so it'd be great to have them join us for these
Yes.
parties.
A few years ago, I think like the same year I interviewed you. Yeah, a while ago since the release of the album, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta be at least 2 years, I think.
Gotta be. Yeah. Yeah. What bands were they all in again? I can't remember. Was it Thunder Mother?
Yeah. Well, the guitar player is the frontman from Soilwork and Night Flight Orchestra, and and the other guitar player, his wife, is from Thunder Mother.
I know so many bands to talk to. Yeah, as soon as you said that, yeah. I remember the album's fantastic. Yeah, cool. All
Yeah.
right. So going back to touring, then. I mean, you've had like a long career. What would you say has been the strangest venue you've ever played?
Well, that's a funny question. I mean, the strangest venue. Uh, it's hard to say strangest venue, but there's been so obviously when you play really small places, it's all, you come to a place and you see they got live bands and you think they're prepared for it, and you might see it like, how are they thinking here? I remember we played in the northern part of Sweden, and this guy tried getting contact with our guitar player, and he thought he was really into it and wanted to say something like complimentary, and he was like nodding, yeah. There's like, no, he wants to say something. Like, yeah, what is it? Can you move a little? Because I gotta go to the bathroom. It was so small. We were actually blocking the bathroom.
Insane.
That was, but I also remember very early days. We played at the Purple Turtle, I think it's called. It was called in Camden. It's not anymore. Um, and I learned then that a lot of times in the UK you do multiple events the same night.
Mhm.
So we were sitting having our after show drinks when all of a sudden there was a burlesque show happening, and we were like, "Wait, what's going on?"
Interesting.
Yeah, you never know what's gonna happen.
You just never know, man. All right. So when you have your release party, are there plans to like live stream that or anything like that?
Wow, I haven't thought about that, but I mean, it's a good idea since we don't get out as much as we hope.
Hmm.
Um, we certainly, I think, are gonna try. I mean, that's you give me ideas. Yeah, we should at the very least we should try to record a couple of live songs and put on the tube for people to
That'd be
watch.
cool. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. What's the most important thing then for Captain Blackbeard now, right this minute?
I think the most important thing is to give this release the proper attention, because in the past we've usually timed it so stupidly that we released an album and then had turmoil right at the same time. And if there's any time you want stability, it's when the album comes out and you want to go out, full force promoting it with shows and uh, celebrate the release together and call each other and be happy about it. Not release an album and then someone's out and you gotta think about that. But we're in a good place now, and maybe 7 is our lucky number. Maybe we can finally promote an album properly and see what happens.
That'd be
That's what I
cool.
want, anyway.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure. So would he be releasing any more singles off the album before release date?
Yes, there's one coming out on March 21st. And the first two singles we picked ourselves, our favorites, and then we went to the label and said, we want your input. Which one do you think should be number 3? And they, funny enough, couldn't pick because they say it was too difficult, so they picked 2. So the third single will be "Read Your Mind," and there's a video attached to it. But on the same sort of Spotify release, they also put the "Piece of Paradise," the ballad.
Okay.
So it's gonna
Cool.
be like a double single. Yeah, well, I would go just off the top of my head. I would say "Young and Wild" by 220 Volts.
Okay.
Love Gun by Kiss, and let's say To Hell and Back with Synergy.
Excellent.
Nicke Andersson, the frontman from the Helicopters.
Yeah.
and I would have to go with Richie Blackmore. Well, you can't go wrong with Paul Stanley, I guess. Yeah.
Definitely. All right. So, which three essentials would you always have to make sure you have on tour with you?
That's a good one. Well, since I'm very forgetful, I need to write down in my list of things to bring the bass. Otherwise, I'll go without it. And I did forget something. What was it? So certainly the bass is coming with me, and I need my flat iron.
Yeah.
I got super curly hair, but not on stage. If I have a bad hair day, I don't want to play, and that's not a good thing.
Right.
And what else? Well, my headphones for listening to music, because I'm the kind of guy. I'll go to a rock festival, and on the way home, I'll want to blast music in the car, and everyone hates me. I just never get enough of music.
All right. What about three countries that you'd love to play that you've not had the chance to play yet?
Well, I'd love to go pretty much anywhere in South America and play. Let's say Brazil. They seem to be some of the loudest fans out there. I have played a little show in the US, so that checks out. And then obviously, I think everyone wants to go to Japan and play at some point.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, and I guess Australia, because so the places that are furthest away, which is not very convenient, I guess.
Right. So, which musician would you have in your car for a 24-hour road trip, dead or alive?
Well, I probably prefer someone that's alive. Make better company. That's someone that's. I would take John Lenmy, the keyboard player from Night Flight Orchestra.
Okay, that's cool.
He's a nice chap. I just came back from tour with them and with my other band, and him and I went out jogging a lot, and just hanging out, chatting. He's a good guy for that.
Awesome. So, if there was a made-up song about your personality, what would it be called? A totally made-up song.
Well, Forget to Be Sad.
Do you prefer wine or beer?
Certainly beer. Okay. I love beer, and I am not a big fan of wine.
No. Would you prefer a beach hammock or a mountain cabin?
Mountain cabin.
Are you in a comedy or horror?
Used to be a big horror fan, but since I became a parent, I have difficulty enjoying them. I got very soft somehow. So it's comedies now.
Brilliant. And the final one is ABBA or the Helicopters?
Oh, Helicopters all the way. Definitely.
Excellent.
Hi, this is Robert Majd from Captain Blackbeard, and you're listening to Step 66, the Metal Gods Meltdown.
Final words for your fans, our viewers, and listeners.
Well, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in and supporting the Metal Gods Meltdown, for supporting Captain Blackbeard. We sure appreciate it, and can't wait to get a chance to go to Newcastle or anywhere in the UK, really. But
there we go.
Yeah.